Welcome back, dear friends. We were discussing chapter number 3, Plant Kingdom. In this plant kingdom, we have finished with algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, and the angiosperm. That means all the classes of the plant kingdom have been finished. Now we have to today learn regarding the alternation of generation. What is called as alternation of generation? Alternation of generation that is observed in a sexually reproducing plants. You know that in a sexually reproducing plant there are two phases are that in their life cycle. The first one is called as gametophytic phase. This is called as gametophytic phase. And the second is called as sporophytic phase. These phases they occur alternatively. Alternatively. Hence, this kind of a life cycle or this process is called as alternation of generation. I again repeat, what is called as an alternation of generation? In sexually reproducing plants, there are two kind of a phases are that gametophytic phase and the sporophytic phase. These two phases occur alternatively. This is called as alternation of generation. Now you know that there are two phases. The first is called as gametophytic phase. The second is called as sporophytic phase. What is the characteristic of the gametophytic phase? The gametophytic phase is haploid. That means it contains n number of chromosomes and it generates a gametes. So in short, you combine these two words. During a gametophytic phase, the plant produces haploid gametes. Now go on the characteristic of sporophytic phase. So how the spores look like? The spores are diploid, means 2n. It possesses the 2n number of chromosome and they produces the spore. Hence we are calling it as sporophytic phase. So you combine the characteristic, both the combined characteristic. Here in the sporophytic phase, a diploid spores are produced. In short, in a gametophytic phase, haploid gametes are produced and in sporophytic phase, diploid spores are produced. Depending on the duration or the dominant duration or the main duration, the plant life cycle is divided into three types. So the plant life cycle is divided into three types depending on it. The first is called as haplontic life cycle. The second is called as diplontic life cycle. And the third one is called as haplodiplontic life cycle. Haplontic life cycle, that means here the plant is spending its majority of time in the gametophytic phase. Diplontic means it spends majority of time in a diploid stage. And when it spends mostly equal time in the both stages, then it is called as haplodiplontic life cycle. We have to learn each life cycle in detail. So let's discuss each one by one. Starting with the haplontic life cycle. Haplontic means it's a haploid. Here if you see, then the sporophytic phase is the zygote. This zygote is the sporophytic phase. Okay? It is a one cell zygote that contains a 2n number of chromosomes. Here in haplontic life cycle, there are no free living sporophytes. You cannot find a free living sporophytes. Here this zygote, it divides by a process called as meiosis. You know that zygote is a single cell. So by a process called as meiosis, it generates a spores. In a zygote, 2n number of chromosome, they divide by meiosis. So the chromosome number gets halved. Hence the spore contains half number of chromosome. That means n number of chromosomes are present. In short, you combine all this word, then the zygote, they divide by a process called as meiosis and it results into a formation of haploid spores. Haploid spores are going to be produced over here. Now what happens? The haploid spores which are produced, they divide by mitosis. Okay, and they generate a gametophyte. So as they divide by mitosis, the haploid spores generates a haploid gametes. Okay, and here the dominant photosynthetic phase in plant in haplontic life cycle is the gametophytic. Here you can see that the majority of the time it remains in a haploid stage. The spores are also haploid. The gametophytic phase is also haploid. So here, from the whole circle, the majority of time it spans into a haploid stage. That means here the dominant photosynthetic phase is a gametophytic phase. And that's why such kind of a life cycle is called as haplontic life cycle. Because here the plant span its majority of life as a haploid. That's why such kind of a life cycle is called as haplontic life cycle. In which type of a plant it is observed? It is observed in a algae. In algae, it is specifically observed in volvox, a kind of algae, Spirogyra, and it can also be observed in few Chlamydomonas. So in this kind of algae they are observed. Okay, remember in algae the main phase is a gametophytic phase, which is dominant, photosynthetic and haploid in nature. That's why this is called as haplontic life cycle. Now the second one, it's called as diplontic life cycle. In a diplontic life cycle, the plant spends its majority of life in the diploid stage, means 2n stage. Okay, so here the dominant phase is, which is the dominant phase? A diploid sporophytic phase. This is the dominant one. So here you can say that this sporophytic phase is the dominant one, like in the previous one. But in the previous one you can say the gametophytic phase is the dominant one, which is haploid. That's why it is called as haplontic life cycle. But in diplontic life cycle, the dominant phase is a sporophytic phase. And you know that sporophytic phase is a diploid. In diplontic life cycle, plants, the main dominant phase or photosynthetic independent phase is the sporophytic phase. The process remains the same, but here the plant spans its majority of life in this sporophytic phase. Now, in this, the gametophytic phase is represented by formation of a gametes. You can say gametophytes. Here the gametes are produced by process called as meiosis. Here you can say during gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means a gamete formation. The gametes are produced by process called as meiosis. Now gametes gets fused. That fusion process is called as syngamy. Okay, and it forms a diploid zygote. Okay, and that diploid zygote it grow form a sporophytic plant body. This kind of life cycle is observed in case of seed bearing plants like gymnosperm and the angiosperm. So gymnosperm and the angiosperm shows a diplontic life cycle. Next, the intermediate of this, it's called as haplodiplontic. If you see in the previous one, in haplontic life cycle, the plant spend majority of its life in the haploid stage like algae, volvox, Spirogyra and Chlamydomonas. In diplontic life cycle, the plant spends majority of life in the diploid stage like in gymnosperm and angiosperm. But in haplodiplontic life cycle plants, they spend equal time in both. It's haploid and in diploid stage, they spend equal time. That's why they are called as haplodiplontic life cycle. And such kind of a haplodiplontic life cycle is observed in bryophytes and pteridophytes. Remember, in gymnosperm and angiosperm, diplontic life cycle. In most of the algae, I am saying most of, not all. In most of the algae, haplontic life cycle. And in bryophytes and pteridophytes, haplodiplontic life cycle occurs, in which the plant spends equal time in both stages, haploid and diploid stage. Okay? Here, in both the stages are in this multicellular and they are free living. But the dominant phase might going to be vary. Here few differences exist between the haplodiplontic life cycle of bryophytes and pteridophytes. So we will discuss both as a separate. So let's start with how the in bryophyte occurs. Here there is a main difference is the dominant phase. In bryophytes like algae, okay, like algae in bryophytes, the main phase is the gametophytic phase. You know that in algae also the main phase is a gametophytic phase. In bryophyte also the main phase is a gametophytic phase, which is a dominant, independent, photosynthetic, thalloid or the erect. Such kind of dominant phase is observed in the bryophytes. Now, this gametophytic phase, the dominant phase overs, there is a short-lived multicellular phase occurs. And this is called as a sporophytic phase. Okay, so here this sporophytic phase is mostly dependent on the gametophytic phase, generally for the anchorage and the nutrition. That's why this life cycle is called as haplodiplontic life cycle. Even the pteridophyte also shows the haplodiplontic life cycle, but here the difference is that here the diploid sporophytic phase is the dominant. In bryophyte, haploid gametophytic phase is a dominant. In pteridophyte, diploid sporophytic phase is a dominant, independent, photosynthetic, and it contains a vascular plant body structures. This alternate with another phase, okay, which is called as a gametophytic phase, okay, and this gametophytic phase might be saprophytic or autotrophic, and but it is a independent living and short lived. That such kind of a life cycle is observed in the pteridophyte. So mostly in the bryophytes and the pteridophytes, haplodiplontic life cycle is observed. You know that now it's clear to all of you that in algae, haplontic life cycle, in gymnosperm, angiosperm, diplontic life cycle, in bryophytes and pteridophytes, haplodiplontic life cycle occurs. But there are few exceptions or few important members which you have to remember, in which some exceptional thing occurs. Now you know that in most of the algae, they have a haplontic. But I will also give you a few examples of algae in which you can find a haplodiplontic life cycle. And they are the examples, or these are the exceptional are Ectocarpus, Polysiphonia, and the kelp. They have a haplodiplontic life cycle. Even there is a one more algae called as a fucus. They don't have a haplontic, they don't have a haplodiplontic, but they have a diplontic life cycle. So such exception thing happens. So remember, even from algae, Ectocarpus, Polysiphonia, and the kelp has a haplodiplontic life cycle, and the fucus as a diplontic life cycle. So that's all about the alternation of generation and the life cycle of a plant. This is very much important question. Normally, either of this life cycle is going to be asked. You have to prepare along with a diagram and the examples. So student, learn it thoroughly. Keep learning, keep watching, like and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching. Okay, so ultimately we are ending over here the chapter number 3 called as plant kingdom. Okay, so that's all about it, chapter number 3, plant kingdom. Thank you for watching once again.